So hello everyone, my topic is rate limiting vulnerability. So first I will tell you what is rate limiting vulnerability and what is no rate limit attack, and then I will show you on some live websites, and like I have bounties and acknowledgement from many big companies like Facebook and Internshall on no rate limit attack. So I would show you the POCs of that attacks. So first of all, what is rate limit? So rate limit is basically that we have to limit the user's interaction with some like command or with some submission form to stop the DDoS attack. So DDoS is denial of service attack. So what? So for example, if a person is submitting a form, so if he captures the request in Burp Suite and with the help of intruder, he can change the number of threads per minute. Like you can see here, 100 requests per minute. So it can be 1,000 requests per minute. So due to this, if there is no rate limit vulnerability, then the server can be easily exploited. It could be taken down, or maybe the database would be exploited. So this was what is rate limit. So how does rate limiting work? So rate limit runs within the application. So if they capture the IP address, and if there are so many commands or so many requests from the same IP address with the same command and with the same form, or with the same like injection point, then they then a pop-up comes with request limit has been achieved, or just please slow down, you have you are requesting too much, something like that. A pop-up would come. So this is how rate limit works. So what kind of bot attacks are so basically, if for as a security researcher, the rate limit is not a really big threat, but as a attacker or as a hacker, rate limit is a really big thing, because they can if so they can easily perform brute force attack. So what brute force attack is: if I have a if my username on some website is abcd and my password is 1234, so if a person is capturing the request, he can easily brute force the my username and password. So that's why many companies keep many companies follow the strong password policies, that the password should be 8 characters long, it should have alphanumeric characters and a special character, because it would be difficult for to brute force it. Second is denial of service attack. So I have the POC of this as well. I would show you. So in Internshala, there is a chat bot. So if my sir attacked on DDoS, like my sir attacked on rate limit on the chat bot, and he exploited it, and it lead to DDoS attack. So what happened? He just send a command to the chatbot that hello, how are you, and he multiplied the command into 1,000 threads per minute. So the chatbot got flooded, and the I requested another from my computer, and it showed that the chatbot is busy with someone else. He will be back when the request is over. So that's what DDoS attack is, denial of service attack. And web scraping is also a really good thing for hackers, in which they can inject some bot or some trojan and carry out the information from the web server and exploiting the database. What is no rate limit? So this was the rate limit, which is the positive side for the developers, but no rate limit is a positive side for bug hunters and security researchers. So no rate limit is the process in which the submission form or the request does not have any limit. So you can send the request any number of times you wish, and it would be played or it would be submitted, and there won't be any end point to submit the request, like 20 requests or 100 requests, or you can submit it any number of times. So it is a flaw that doesn't limit the number of attempts one make on a website server to extract the data. So areas where no rate limit can be exploited. So first of all is the sign up page. Sign up page is one of the most common page in, if you have a website, it would be everywhere. You can find sign up page in any of the websites. So sign up page, you can enter the email address, you can enter the mobile number or anything. Then you can easily like capture the request in Burp Suite, and you can run the intruder and no rate limit attack on that page. So you would get a number of emails on your email address, and that would be the sign up page. So the sign up page is busy with your request, like 1,000 requests per minute or maybe 2,000 requests per minute. So if a normal user would come to sign up for the page, he might have to wait, or the server might be down because the server is busy in mailing you the sign up link or verification link. So this is the impact of the sign up page. So forgot password is again the same. So forgot password has two vulnerabilities related to no rate limit. So the first one is same thing, that it would send the verification link to the email registered. So you can send any number of any, like 100 verifications link to a same email address if the no rate limit vulnerability exists there. And secondly is a you can bypass the password with brute force. So it is brute forcing is also one kind of no rate limit attack. So you can try, if you can try any number of combinations, if the forgot password area or the injection point is vulnerable to no rate limit attack. So sending invitation is the one which I would be telling you in brief. I would be showing a live attack on a live website. I have the permission of the website as well. So adding function is the one which I would show you the POC right now. So let me show you the POC right now. Inshallah. No, wait. No, just a second. So yeah. Sir, is my screen visible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So sir, this is the. I hope it is the whole POC. So I'm just playing it, and you can see here. Just a second, so let me see. No, so it is not the whole POC, it is the exploited part. So let me show you the whole POC. I have the screenshot. So yes, sir. So it was the in the resume. If you make a resume in intern, Inshallah, it has an option of job details. So you can add the job details here. So I added profile as 1 2 testing 1 2 3. My organization was testers.com. My location was work from home, and all the other details. And at the last, this is only for test purpose. So then I captured the request in Burp Suite. Here you can see I have all the information related to, like, you can see my name here, you can see my organization name here, and everything. So then I send the request to the intruder. Yeah, so here you can see I'm in the intruder, and I can, like, I just marked my points where I have to run the attack. So I marked testing 1 2 3 and the organization name. Then I exploited. So this is the only of 27 attacks, but I run more than 500 attacks. I don't know if I have the screenshot of that or not. Yeah. So this is how it works. This is the process, and this was how it was exploited. So here you can see that it was so many requests in the add job section. So it was these much requests in the add job section of the intern, inshallah. So this was the add. Uh, this was the adding function. So I added a lot of number of requests in the intern, inshallah, and I, like, it was exploited. So similar is the uploading function. It is really similar to the adding function. So in adding function you have to add some information. In uploading function you can upload a file. So I even have a POC of someone else. If let me share it as well. Yeah. So this was a POC of my friend only. So he just uploaded the Yahoo Sports with uploading a lot of images on the server. So it exploited the server and it got like crashed for some like 2 or 3 minutes till the database was back, and he got $2,000, I remember. Yeah. So this is how the uploading function works in like how you can exploit a uploading function with a no rate limit attack. So same is with the login page. So in the login page, if you know the like the password is of 4 characters or maybe 6 characters, and if you know the email address or the username of the user, so you can brute force the password. Like you can try any number of combinations and you can easily brute force the password if the login page does not have a rate limiting function or a captcha. Similarly with the SMS bombing, so some of the websites have a request OTP or resend OTP function. So you can easily capture the request and run the request any number of times, and you can crash the server, or it is a bad thing for the server as well as the user. If a user would be receiving 1,000 SMSs from a same website, he would be for sure annoyed. So how to perform? So this was the POC I just showed you. I hope it is yeah, it is fixed, and I got a bounty and it is fixed now. So I don't think it would be performed, but I just like these are the steps to reproduce. So you can add login with internshala.com or any website you want. Click go to the you can go to any of the field where you want to like inject something. So here it was add job, then I added the job profile and organization and every details which is needed and which is without which you can't move to the next step. So I sent the request and I captured in the burp suite. I sent the request to intruder, then I go to the positions tab and added the dollar sign or mark the location wherever I wanted to add. Then I go to the payload tab, and there and on the payload tab you can perform, there are like 20 options: null payload, brute force, numbers, characters. You can perform any of the attack, uh, whichever you want or whichever is suitable. Like for the OTP one, the number sets are more useful. For the email one, the character set is more useful. So it depends upon where are you attacking. So then you have to click the start attack, and if you will be, if the page is like, if the server is responding to the request, so you would be able to see that the request is run on the like server. As you can see in the internshala, the we can see that the request was showed by the server here. We can see that there are a lot of requests which are showed by the server, so I can easily see that my requests are running and it is like successful. But if the server is not allowing you to show something, or if it is hidden, or it is behind the server, not in the front end, it is in the back end, so then you can easily see it by 302, and it would be in the response bar, it would be 302 and success. So that's how you can get to know that if it is allowing or not. And mostly websites, the 10 to 15 requests are allowed. After that it would be showing 302 or 400. So now we have to discuss impact of no rate limit. So this was the impact of internshala only. So I created the a lot of amount, a lot of like injected a lot of job titles and everything. So it flooded the server, and I can do, if as a security researcher, my target was not to exploit the server, but attacker can create many accounts, and he can create like from every account he can perform this type of vulnerability, so it can exploit their server as well as their database. So the other situation is the OTP situation, which is the most common brute force attack. So if the OTP is of 3 digits, so the attacker can easily guess so typing from testing from 000 to 999,000 OTPs would be there. So testing it one by one would be really difficult. So attacker can easily brute force it, and if there is no rate limit vulnerability present on the injection point, then it can be easy, the attacker can easily see a 200 request on the response bar, and it would be easily bypassed. So how we can like prevent the no rate limit vulnerabilities recommendation. So the most common and most like trusted way is the captcha before the submission. And it would be like uh, a really good thing to secure the captcha as well. So nowadays there is a Google captcha which shows images of a dog which is rotating around, and you have to find the best one, or you have to find the street lights, or uh, the zebra crossing. So it is one of the best one, but the normal captchas even work fine if the typer does not know how to bypass them. But it is also possible to bypass them also. And performing spread your request is one of the good techniques, but it is the spread your request technique works only if the attacker is like sending 1,000 requests per minute or 500 requests per minute. If the attacker is sending one or two requests per minute, then your spread your request won't be working fine, because he can run the attack for 24 hours, and the result would be similar, that he have like successfully injected 1,000 requests or maybe 1,500 requests over a span of time, not like in 2 or 3 minutes, but in 20 hours or maybe 24 hours. So spread your request even works fine, but if not with the high number of like injections in a short space of time. And so is the catching is also the captcha one. So this was the PPT. So I can show you the I can perform a live website, and I can show you how to perform a attack. And so just a second, I have to register it in. So here also you can see it is showing that you have signed up with your email. Check your email. So here also we can try a no rate limit attack. Let's try if it works here also. So I would be clicking sign up. So my work email is this. My name is Tester123. My last name is Tester5546. My company is ABCDE 2345678. So then I have to, when I have entered all the details, I have to capture intercept is on. Then I would click on sign up. So okay, why it is showing this language? Yeah, okay. So here you can see all the details which I have entered are visible, clearly visible here. So I would just easily send it to intruder. Then I would mark the position. If you want to run the same command, you don't have to mark any position. You can leave it like that only. But if you want to run the password command as like a new number or something like that, then you have to add, and you can inject any of the payload on the selected part. But I want to run the same command because I want to see if I receive n number of emails in this email. So I would be running the same command. So I have to go to payloads. I would select null payloads. I would just run for 10 payloads because I don't want much time. Yeah, let's click on start attack. Let's see. So I think it is showing that the email address is already registered. Let me check. Yeah, so you have already have an email, so I have to try with another email. Just a second. Shit. So I mistakenly click on next with the request. So I will try it here only. It is a resend email function. Let's see if it works. So it is working fine. As you can see, it is showing 200. So 200 means that the mail has been sent. It is a true for sure. Let's copy. I would be intercept of. Hmm, Yeah, so here you can see the verification mail has been sent. Let's check the response in the browser. So verification mail has been sent. Please check your email. So now I would be checking my email address. Let's see how many mails. So see, I have received like more than 10 mails for sure, 12 mails. So this is a no rate limit attack. So I can even show you the POC of just a second. So I have to stop sharing my screen. I have to just share something. Questions regarding like no rate limit